I'm headed for Big Bird Island. This island has been very good to me. I've put many a fish around this island. And I pull up on this shore, and I want to warn you folks that never fish salt water. Where you have tides, when you get out of a boat, you'd better take the anchor with you, because you may come back and not have a boat. This little light here is off of the tip of the sand spit, the opening of the Cape Cod Canal as you enter it. This old lighthouse has been there for many, many years. If you'll see that lettering up high, is the mark of the high water in 1938 hurricane. Believe me, boy, there was plenty of water there, and did worlds of damage. The gulls are nesting on this island all over it, but when you walk around, they take off. And I found this nest, and believe it or not, the chick was just coming out of the shell. And the mother was circulating around that island and just talking to me and raising the dickens. Yeah, I took that hat off. And brother, the sun has given me a real sunburn, and it's very touchy. The reason I'm there, I'm killing a little time now because the tide is low, and I'm waiting for the change of the tide, which should be in a very short time. There's the lures that I'm going to use. Now, those are top water plugs. That one that I'm going to use, called a Gibbs Plug. It's a very famous plug, and I've caught worlds and worlds of stripers on it. It's a surface plug, and it'll weigh a little over about 3/4 of an ounce. Now, I tie my line right direct to the plug. I do not use a steel leader, wire leader of any kind, or a snap. You get better action out of the plug if you have a line tied direct to it. Slippers clip off what surface line you don't want it hanging out there. I saw some stripers breaking down towards the ledge, and I took off for this as fast as I could go, and I stopped where they were. And the first cast I made, and I started to fish it back, and by golly, I hit a fish. He hit me hard. There he is. Oh boy, when they do that, it's a thrill. Now I'm using a bait casting rod about 6 foot long and a regular bait casting reel. Of course, I'm one of the old timers, they say, that where bait casting used to years ago, that's all you had. And you're just as well off if you like spinning. It doesn't make any difference. You can do the same thing with spinning tackle as you can bait casting tackle. I'm using 12-pound squidding line on the reel. This is a pretty nice fish. I noticed a few baits around here called spurling, and the stripers were feeding on them. And when they get to school, boy, and they start to come to the surface, it's a lot of fun to watch. But these fish are still there. The water under me is about, I would say, not over 8 foot deep at the most, and very rocky and heavy stuff. And that's a good spot for stripers. When you find a spot like this, you can nearly always find stripers. These fish fight good, fight awfully good, especially with light tackle. And today, about everybody that fishes for stripers will use light tackle. One thing about fishing stripers, you may get one 3 pounds, 2 pounds, or may get one 10, maybe 20 or 30 pounds. So it's one of those thrills that you get in fishing. It's good fish. So I take this gaff, made a pass at it, missed him the first time. I got him. That fish will run about close to 10 pounds. Now you watch this and see what happens. I'm going to warn you. Don't take any chances like I did, and I don't know why I did it. I'll reach out to grab that plug, see, to take it out. And boy, he flopped. Now that's a good way to get a hook buried in your hand. Either throw a tunker and as a little billy and kill him and stun him, then take it out, or take a pair of pliers so you can get a hold of that hook. Otherwise, you'll be wearing a plug bracelet around until you find a doctor. Now, this is what I should have done in the first place. Oh, these are wonderful fish, believe me. Now, you talk about good eating, boy. You got it right there. They're fabulous. Now, that's the outfit I use. You can see it there. A regular bait casting reel and a good bait casting rod. You can get a lot of good action with a bait casting rod that you can get from a soft tip spinning rod. Nice thing about these fast boats and these good motors today, you can go 4, 5, 6, 8 miles and get back in a hurry. I want to show you the way I would say the proper way is to fillet a striper. You got to have a sharp knife. You go down the dorsal fin and cut in as far as you can and start working down. And keep the knife, the blade of the knife, the point of it, close to the rib cage. Stay right on the rib cage. You can't go through it. You just stay on it and you'll have no trouble. You come right down to the belly and work straight through. Now watch, when I working this knife, I'm keeping it close to the backbone. You'll see it stop once in a while. I hit a bone. Just raise it slightly and cut out the end. You leave very little meat on the backbone. I can take a striper like that and dress it on the dining room table and never get it dirty. Keep that knife close to the skin. It slides right along, and every bit of the meat will come off. You do not have any bones in that meat at all. There's a wonderful dinner right there for me. You pan fry that in butter, man, oh man, that's really eating.